Okay, so there's power to the windows there, but it must be this fuse that's... Yeah, in Mackay, picked the car up, had a few issues along the way. I'll wait for a few more to jump on before we get started, but I see Auto Standards, you've already given us a $5 super chat. Legend, thank you very much, dude. Really, really appreciate it. He wonders why the electric windows weren't working, and look at this dopey looking thing. Anyway, we will keep trying to fix this stuff and see what we can do, eh? I'll jam that back in there. I don't even know.
31 on at the moment.
31, geez, we're kicking ass already. Yeah, so our electric windows don't work, guys. So I'm just trying to get some windows, because as you can imagine, driving along in this with no windows is not fun, even a little bit. So yeah, she's the SV89 is very rough. It's a lot rougher than I thought it was going to be. Still very, very happy with it, and really, really appreciate Terry offering it to me and doing a deal with me, which has been absolutely fabulous. I might take the 20 amp out of here. It might be just that fuse that's rooted. We'll jam that straight into the electric windows like that, and then we'll see if they work. Ignition's on. We started out in Mackay, in Proserpine earlier. Battery was rooted, so we went down to the local part shop down at Auto One, and we got had to buy another battery because it wasn't running well, because these don't run if they have a dead battery or anything like that. Because it had been sitting for so long, then it broke the fusible link. So then got it going again, went to launch it to Mackay, and I noticed the light was on for the alternator, so then it didn't work, okay? And then I had to go back and then go buy some wire to do the fusible link, and we have no power to window switches. And yeah, so I'm just trying to get the windows working now, somehow. I don't know how. But yeah, I'll give you a bit of a tour of the car in just a second. But it's a little bit rougher than I thought. That doesn't mean it's not a good thing, it's just that it's rough. But I'm a bit rough too, and that all works out all right. So yeah, so what have you guys been up to? We got many on, Nicole?
Yeah, we've got 50 on at the moment. We've got 24 thumbs up.
Yeah, she's very wet inside. As you can imagine, Proserpine is tropical, so it is very damp and not the best for cars. Okay, I can't even get power to anything. Yeah, I'm just trying to find some power to the electric windows, guys. I replaced the fuse just then, but it's still average. So we may end up just buying some fog stuff, and we're lucky it's not the middle of summer, I suppose. No power, nothing. All right, no power. No power, no power, no power. Ignition's on. I'm just going to...
Fuse blow again, someone said.
No, I don't think so. I'm just going to start it up, guys. It might be a little bit loud.
We've got 65 on at the moment, 28 thumbs up. Thanks, guys.
Just see if she's... I just put some additive in the fuel, like injector cleaner sort of stuff, to see if we can't get it to run a little bit better. She's not too bad, but it's not too bad, but it's not exceptional, you know. So hopefully we can just that stuff there. Wings, fuel system cleaner, prevents sludge. I'm hoping it lubricates the fuel pump a bit because it's been sitting for so long. But yeah, all right. Well,
Boosie says if you sell it, let him know.
Oh, okay. I don't think it'll be something I sell, mate. I'm sorry. It needs a lot of work, buddy. But I'll give you a guided tour in a second and show you how bad she is.
Someone said it looks tidy.
What's that?
Mark Smith said it looks tidy.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty wild, buddy. All right, I might leave that in there and not worry about my hazard fuse.
Wayne's Garage said check the relay under the bonnet.
Okay.
By memory, there's a relay there.
Okay, buddy. I'm happy for any sort of help at this stage. So Nicole's gonna...
70 on.
Wow. All right. If you want to push down on that bonnet, Nicole, we'll open the bonnet. I'll give you a bit of a guided tour outside the car, guys, while we try and sort this relay out. There we go. Just got to She's been sitting a long time, guys, so you got to sort of push on the bonnet. I'll give you a guided tour before I have a look a bit further at that, eh? Going to look like a total tool out here at the Super Cheap car park. Okay, Nicole's plugged into that. So outside here looks okay. Okay, this back up here, see, it's rusted up through here, all down this dog leg, and that, I don't really want to peel the tape off in case I get pulled over, but that is completely rusted out.
A $4 donation.
Mad, thank you very much, Hoonigans. Really appreciate it, buddy. And Auto Standard had already given us a $5 donation. Last week, I think we got $68, I think it was, in Super Chats. I was going to have a list of you guys that donated, okay, last week, and read it out this week just to say thank you. I got back late last night. I didn't even bring any tools or anything with me. I was just disorganised to come and pick this up. But next week I will have a list of all you guys to say thank you. Dave, one of the subscribers, he actually sent me a flag for the roof of the diner. How good was that?
And Andrew gave us a $500 donation this week.
Yeah, and Andrew gave a $500 donation towards this trip, and I can't say thank you enough to Andrew. He sells a lot of four-wheel drives and stuff down in Brisbane, a lot of cheap Patrols, Land Cruisers, all that sort of stuff. So if you guys are looking for a four-wheel drive, get in touch with me. I'll give you Andrew's number. He has stuff that's good, he has stuff that's cheap, he has tractors, he has all sorts of stuff down in Brisbane. Andrew is a total legend, and that $500, honestly, I was gobsmacked. I couldn't believe it. What a legend. But yeah, the support has been unbelievable. Anyway, okay, this is rusty to the point of wildly rusty. Inside the boot, I'll open that up now. Inside the boot is quite good. Yeah, inside the boot is okay. You can see it's not too bad up in the turrets up here. The bottom of the quarters is quite good. That actually has a flaw in it, but it looks to me like that has been rusted out before and replaced. That is why it's got a flaw in it, because that's been replaced. You can see I'm pulling on that there. I didn't notice that before, but yeah, it's all pulling away down here on the sides. She's pretty rough. You know, like, I think a guy put a message on Facebook this morning saying that I got this really, really cheap SV89. I got what I paid for. Okay, it's not a cheap car. It is what I paid for. It needs, you can see up in here the rust, guys. And driving along in the rain before, it was actually dripping inside the car. So but being the car that it is, it's still worth restoring. So it just means that I don't think I'm gonna, well, you guys know I don't have the time. This will probably go down to Trevor and he'll get it sorted out. This side's rusted out as well completely. The sill on this side is shot at best as well. It's, yeah, on the inside, the hood liner's shot. It's the wrong one in it anyway. The rear seat's not too bad, but it is going to have to be completely redone. We've had to wrap our gear because you can see all the water that's coming in here.
Thanks to Bunnings for the free things.
Yeah, Bunnings jackets. Yeah.
Tyler, $5.
Thank you very much, Tyler. Mate.
We have 95 people on this week.
Mate, thank you very much for the support, Tyler, on the Super Chat. It is going to make a big difference to this car because she needs a lot of work. The interior is not too bad. Everything's mostly there. There is a few broken plastics and stuff that I'll have to chase up. The dash cluster, yeah, the speedo works occasionally, but that'd be more in the speedo drive in the gearbox, I'd say. Across the bottom of the dash, none of the LEDs and stuff work. We don't have a temp gauge or a fuel gauge. I was going to put a temp gauge in while we're here, but honestly, I don't think it's worth it. It hasn't got hot yet, which means the thermostat's opening and closing.
100 people on.
100 people, wow. 101. Mate, 101. Thank you very much for joining in, guys. Yeah, it leaks across the top of the windscreen. The windscreen's actually smashed. The windscreen wipers are scratching on the windscreen because they're all bent and rooted. It must be the one on the other side, and driving me around the twist while we're driving along. But the motor runs reasonably good. The gearbox is pretty good. The clutch cable's almost seized. It's got new tyres on it, but I think they're out of round anyway. Whoever balanced them needs to go back to balancing school.
Mark Smith says, you make me want to be Anne again. Hi, love your channel. Peter says, hi, Red. This is Red. Hope you have a safe trip home.
We've still got about 900 kilometres to go. We've done about 100 because we've left Proserpine and got down to here. I hope the audio is not too bad, guys, with the wind.
It's all right.
I'm going to check this fuse, and we're actually going to go and wash the car.
$20 donation from Burn FPB.
Thank you very much, Burn MFPB, legend buddy. Thank you very much for the donation. It is going to come in handy on this one, I'm telling you. It's going to be a mission. It's got these dodgy aftermarket wipers on it that were all bent. I had to bend them back into shape to put wiper blades on it. I think it was that end one there that was scraping. So I think we're pretty good there on them now. So that won't drive us around the twist. He's missing the aerial thing. It's still got all the HSV caps though, and they're quite a heavy spun aluminium cap. And the HSV badging, and that's there. I love this white striping on it. Like, it's bad. Like, it is bad. And for me to say it's bad, because I buy a lot of crap, it's bad. But I'm going to do a video on my first car, okay, and see where this rust is up here in this gutter. My first HZ Holden, see that there, okay, was rusted out completely there, okay. The back dog leg on my first car, this is when I was like 13 years old, was rusted from here to here and completely gone. So we put a section in there. I was 13, I was still in high school. We put the section in the roof, the doors were gone, the bottoms of the quarters, the sill panels the other side, and you'll see pictures of that HZ soon, and it was a beautiful car, and it still would be to this day because it was done properly and it would have survived. And the same thing has to happen to this because there's not many made. It is manual. It'd be a lot nicer to drive if it had not a seized clutch pedal, but you know, mate, I'm not complaining. I'm not whinging. I'm raps. You know, like. Hello to everyone, and the new guys that are on the live feed. Welcome. We cracked 2,000 subscribers just when I went over there into the bushes to quickly hide. So I'm standing over there in the bushes. If you see over there, there's just a car park, and the live stream's about to start. And I'm there, standing there playing with the trees up here, so it didn't look like I was weeing, but we all know I was. Okay, relay for our windows. Blower motor, main switch, no. High beams, beam starter, EFI, no, there's nothing under here for windows. Yeah, any suggestions, guys? Okay, windows aren't working, so I'm trying to get the windows to at least go up and down. I've replaced the one underneath the dash. Okay, the fuse, the 20 amp fuse, and there's still no power to my connections. There is one earth wire that's actually broken in there, so I might actually have a look at that and see if I've got power in there again. We had issues this morning with this fusible link here. You can see how I've put another wire onto here and get that going because the battery wasn't charging when we first took off. But we're getting there. Like it was, yeah, we stuck some wheels on. There is video of us getting started and moving along first thing this morning. Terry was a great bloke to deal with. He picked us up from the airport. Old Cedric, who's a mate that works at Bob Jane, you saw him on a video the other day, dropped us down to the airport, and Cedric has actually started a YouTube channel, and he will have some content up there very soon. He's going to be doing a lot more in-depth tutorial stuff, you know, like your ball joint changing, because he's a wheel liner at Bob Jane's. He's going to be actually doing, you know, like your BA Falcons, how they break the ball joints all the time. He's going to show you how to identify the problem and fit ball joints and stuff. I don't have time at this stage to be doing that sort of stuff, so it's going to be good. And he also has a WRX that he just took the boxer motor out, and we went and picked up a LS SS Ute last week. So there's an LS going into his WRX, so that might be something that you guys are interested in. Yeah, so things are going along well with this, guys. And
okay, Burn FPV says, tell him he's rude for not replying to my text, Nicole.
which text was that one, buddy? I've been busy all morning driving and trying to keep this thing on the road with the wet weather and stuff like that.
Reply to everything.
I try to reply. I do read all the messages, and I try to reply to comments, except for the guy this morning that wanted me to, he didn't want to buy the diff off us, he wanted me to tell him how much one was worth so we could buy it off somebody else. And to me that was just rude, so you didn't get a reply. Especially when we have one in the yard that he could have bought. Okay, we'll drop this down. we will jump back in the car and try that earth again and try and get power again, and then we might move on to bigger and better things, which is tail lights, because we don't have any of them either.
Geez, it probably should have taken the truck.
No, there's no fun in that, buddy. I never get to do stuff like this.
Sam, Carly, want my VN for $50.
Yeah, I'd buy any VM for $50. Whereabouts is it though? That's the problem. Okay, so that fuse has got power both sides, so power's getting through from the fuse to the switches, but I'm just not getting power from the switches to there, so which means it can't have anything to do with the earth.
Oh, it's Aaron Burnett. He's changed his channel name.
Oh, okay, yep. How are you, Aaron? You didn't buy your Volvo, buddy? Oh, I did see your message there, the Volvo, and you wanted the Suzuki. We're thinking about doing half a build on the old Suzuki, buddy. So I'm not too sure yet, but you might be able to talk me out of it. There was another bloke that wanted that little Suzuki, another two guys actually. But we want to maybe do a Saturday morning and we'll lower it and put some flares on.
On Instagram, his other channel is Trailblazer. No worries, Aaron said.
Yeah,
I have 125 watching.
Oh no, guys, we still have no windows. I'm starting to not care about windows, but we might have to fix some tail lights, perhaps. Whoops, I just lost audio, did I?
No, he's still on.
Yep. All right. We don't have any windows, and I'm starting not to care about windows. All right.
Power?
It is now. Yep. Nothing. No. There's a break in something somewhere along the way. I don't think it's an on-the-road sort of fix, but I think I'll put the fuse back across into hazard lights in case Nicole makes us break down. Yeah, so the road trip's sort of going okay. I'm just trying to fix some stuff along the way.
So we've been travelling since 1:30 this morning. It's now 12, so we've almost been travelling for 12 hours. We got the plane, which wasn't too bad.
I hate flying. I'd much rather drive. All right, let's have a look at these tail lights again. I'll turn that on.
Tip 64 says, love the channel.
Thanks,
keep it
dude.
up, good work. Trent says, Red, check your messenger.
Check my messenger. Where's my phone?
Your phone.
Check my messenger. Here we go.
And Beck says, be nice to your co-pilot.
Okay, the guy we bought the car off has just messaged. I'll just, in Mackay, went well, just doing live now.
Say hi, Terry.
Hi, Terry. He's watching.
He's been watching that.
Fixing electrics, or trying to.
But you know that because you're watching.
All right, let's check these tail lights, guys. And I've got an indicator on one
now
side.
have 132 people watching.
Hello, everyone. How are you? We are. Okay, so yeah, we've got 1,000 k's to do. We're about 100 k's in, so we're in Mackay at the moment, and we're just a little bit more legal before we keep heading on. But at this stage, things are looking grim. I don't understand why we've got no power, but yeah, it's going to be a big day. We've got quite a bit to do, obviously, but yeah.
That set's on. That's that Sunday garage.
Okay, so there's power.
Going so far.
Okay, we're going good, Sad. If I can just, it must just be dirty connections back here, just because there's power to everything. So it must just be where the bulbs go in is corroded, at a guess.
There's a couple of globes in the glove box too.
Is there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go get them.
I'd be happy with one tail light at this stage, to be honest. Awesome. Okay, they just stopped that ones. Okay, I'd be happy with just one tail light.
Someone else said check your Instagram. It's a bit hard at the moment because we're in and out of service.
We're in and out of service today, and we really want to make some Ks because things aren't going as good as I would like. Okay, a message from Sam. Is that you, yes. Sam? Sam, when you get back, come check my van. Will do, buddy.
Okay, Trent's saying apparently there's a module around the steering column, windows, has relay, etc. there.
Okay, all right, we'll go back and have a look at that in a second. So what, there's a relay in around the...
Sam says, yep.
Okay. There's definitely no power to that one. Put that back in. That's bloody wrecked. Yeah, it's nothing like trying to fix it on the side of the road and not having any luck, is there? That's a dual element one. Maybe it's got the wrong bulb in it. No. Which one was which? That one was that one. No. I don't actually care that much. I'll drive home with no tail lights. I don't actually care. So...
Wayne's saying he knows there's a relay somewhere.
Yeah, it'll be... Who knows, mate. We will, we'll just poke along. What happens, happens. And roll with it. Like, it'll be alright. Okay, so there's power. I hate these stupid bloody connections in these. It's rubbish. The bulbs aren't blown. Not really exciting for you, is it, guys? Sorry. But we will we'll get going. But yeah, Nicole might show you guys a bit more of the car while I play with this, show you the rust again for the guys that have just joined us. And yeah, it's she's a bit rough and ready, guys. There is a lot more rust in it than I thought. That doesn't mean that it's not fixable, because anything's fixable if you've got a bit of a go, you know. So still here in the sills than what we were sort of expecting, but that's all right. We can work that out. It's just one of those things that happens in life where things aren't as what you seemed, but still very happy. Like this thing is going to come up good, and it is, you know, it's good. It's got no tail lights, but I can tell you that much. Did that start working then? Yeah, it's bloody atrocious. Why is the tail light not working? Everything seems to be there. Yeah, it's not the most South Moonachie, Western Australia, dude. I live in Queensland, buddy. Old mate with the VN. Yeah, it's that's a long way for me to go for a car, buddy. It's yeah.
Someone's saying get contact cleaners from Superchurch.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea actually. I think that is pretty much what my issue is going to be. So what do you reckon we go in and I'll close this up a little bit, turn the lights off. We'll go in and buy some contact cleaner, eh? I think that's pretty much what our issue is. So problem is the central locking on this is very unhappy. Yeah, brand new this thing. Everyone, no one touch it. All right, we're golden. Let's go in. All right. The tyres were 20 years old. I think that he'd had it there for at least 5 years. If you're on here, Terry, how long have you had it sitting in the yard for, buddy? I think the tyres were 20 years old, he said. So I'm thinking 5 to 10 years at least. It hasn't been on the roads for a long, long time. She fired up all right though. The motor runs sort of reasonably good. The box seems okay. She's got a bit of a shimmy in her when you're driving, so I'd say the centre bearing's average at best. I don't know, a bit lost. I wish I was in my Super Cheap. Yeah, she sat for a fair while, guys, but it'll come back to life. It's just needs a good tidy up and a lot of rust work done. But once it gets dried out and we clean it out, I'm interested to pull that back bit out of the boot and see how rusty it is actually under that boot. Christ. This is the weirdest Super Cheap I've ever been in. They've got nothing in here either. Paint. Anyone got any suggestions on where it'll be? I'm starting to not care about lights.
I don't stop that one installed. The only Gold's got them, but...
Can you get one of them?
Where would I find contact cleaner, buddy?
Just on the end of the W40.
Awesome, mate. Thank you. Huh. How many we got on still?
136, and the next talk a bit louder so I can drown that music out.
Oh, okay. We're going to get out of here in a sec, guys, and try and get this car going and go down and give her a tub because it's pretty filthy. Multi-purpose spray. Not a good one, not a cheap shit one. Premium strength throttle body cleaner, brake cleaner, mass cleaner, belt squealer, penetrol, multi-purpose, rust. They don't have contact cleaner. I'll use brake cleaner. What do you guys reckon? Brake cleaner is going to do it today? They don't have anything else. Lanolin, throttle body, carby cleaner, choke cleaner, general purpose, heavy duty industrial lube. It's a lubricant, we don't want that. Gonna clean the throttle body, intake cleaner. Brake cleaner will have to do. Garage door lubricant, that's a new one. That'll have to do. Brake cleaner. Brake cleaner eats everything, it'll be fine. At least with this music in the background, I don't think anyone's gonna hit me for a copyright strike because you'd probably be a bit ashamed to own up to it, wouldn't you, that you were the one that sung it. Yes.
I just had another customer here with Richter on a twin card.
Won't be long, guys. You get out of here and yeah.
It's a little spring. He's just wondering if it's removable for a guide or anything.
Have we got any questions, guys?
Brake cleaner melts plastic. Don't use brake cleaner.
Alright, don't use brake cleaner. They just don't have any contact cleaner here. It's the shittest Super Cheap I've ever been to, I swear. You know what? Everyone's okay. We're about to go out there because I'm almost electrical contact just trashing the place. Jesus. I shouldn't get the shits just because they're bloody electrical contact and parts cleaner. There we go. We're golden, guys. Car runs good. Now that we've fixed the electrical system, the fusible link. Fuck, look at the size of this line. This is going to be fun, isn't it, guys? Get to watch me line up at Super Cheap.
How's the audio sounding there?
Beck's at home with my girls. We'll give these lights a squirt, see if they'll work.
To the mirror?
Yeah, I'll get to them. We'll give these light bulbs a squirt, and then if it doesn't fix it quickly, we'll just launch it. We'll just go. Yeah, that's what I am.
He's a diva.
Sweaty. Wasn't a big fan of that aeroplane ride this morning. Everyone should drive. Yeah. It's been a big week. Didn't get to touch much at the workshop at all this week. Yeah. A lot of you guys like that, the VT door rubbers. Like, I was quite surprised at that. It was, yeah.
Oh, happy birthday to Letho.
Oh yeah, the captain's away this weekend. He's, I don't know if he's watching. He should be. Are you, Letho? He's off on camping this weekend, so that's why he's not along for the trip.
How much do you charge for a tow?
Local stuff in around Kingaroy starts at $45. Kingaroy Nanango is $50. Brisbane's around the 400 mark, depending on where you're going, from Kingaroy Nanango out down into Brisbane. Depending on, it's all priced per job, really. I work a lot cheaper than most of the towies around the place. Trying to keep it as cheap and competitive as I can. But yeah.
46 kids wants to know when we're going to see his feet.
When I'm somewhere that I can do it. As you can understand, my licence is my life. So it's when I'm somewhere that I can do one. I want to end up with sponsors, okay, and going out on the street and skidding and doing the wrong thing isn't going to get me sponsorships or companies looking at me. Bob Jane in Kingaroy, Cedric said that the boss down there is going to work something out for me, even though they couldn't help me with those wheels for this trip. They're still interested to help out. So I've got a little bit of stuff I've got to do to the diner through Bob Jane, so he might be able to help me out there, which would be greatly appreciated. Every little bit helps. So, yeah. There are plenty of young blokes on YouTube doing skids. I'm sure they'd, be happy to do them for you. Thanks, buddy. This is the busiest shop I've ever been in.
Are you going to do progress streams on the road?
Yes.
Depends on service.
Yeah, if we have issues along the way, okay, so if you put on notifications, if we run into trouble, we'll start filming it and you can laugh at me struggling along, I suppose. We may, late afternoon, let you know our progress and where we're at. We are making a video along the way, so it will get uploaded soon. Probably a day after I get back, I'll upload that so you can see what actually happened all the way along the trip and picking the car up and everything. But
Yes, who was that, Greg? Bob Jane Kingaroy?
That's the one.
Do you know any cheap tow truck drivers in Sydney?
No.
Hey, come through.
Yeah.
How are you?
Not too bad.
Have a good day, guys.
Kingaroy?
Kingaroy, yep. All roads lead to Kingaroy.
Do they?
Yeah.
$8.63.
I hope they'll lead to Kingaroy, otherwise I won't be able to get home.
I grew up in Geelong. It's just one over there.
In where?
Geelong.
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 Oh, Geelong.
Geelong. It's between Mackay and Nambour.
Oh, okay.
And no one knows where it is.
No,
From Pilcoy here before. And very few people know where Geelong is. It's like a scout paddock between two places.
D-U-L-O-N-G?
Yep.
Geelong? Yeah.
Geelong, yeah.
Yep. I'm a truck driver, so I've definitely seen the sign.
You probably have, yeah.
Yeah, and probably blinked and missed it.
Yeah.
No.
Scout paddock over there.
Thank you. So, righto, guys. Back out to the rusty mess, eh? I think we might have to go to the car wash and give her a bit of a tub before we go any further. What do you guys reckon? Let's hope these door locks work again, eh? Well, the central... Oh, hello. There we go. Okay, let's give this a squirt, see what it's going to do. We'll switch the lights on. Oh, I left them on before. I hope I haven't got a flat battery. That's on sideways. We'll open the boot up. Chucked it inside. All right, let's give this a squirt. Oh, hello. Look at that, guys. We are golden. We got indicators and all sorts of stuff going on. And I didn't even spray the stuff in. It must have got scared. Don't you reckon?
Don't worry, guys. The tray plate's just there.
No one would steal me trade plate. Jeez, what do you think people are? Criminals.
Yes, we are in Mackay.
In Mackay at the...
Peter says, watch the rust with the high pressure wash.
yeah. Mate, we've had to wrap our stuff up on the back seat because... we've wrapped our stuff up on the back seat there because it's just soaking. It stopped working now. I should have left it alone. Oh, there we go.
No, there.
There's that, but there's no... Well, it's hissing at me and carrying on. I'd like tail lights, but would be the best bit. All I can do is clean them, I suppose, and chuck them in and see what happens.
Paul says you should put your floaties on.
Yeah, it's bloody wet out here. Is there anyone in Mackay that can come down and say hello and make my lights work and maybe get my windows happening? Oh, we've got an indicator, so if it takes us a while to get home, it's because we can only turn to the right.
James wants to know, what would cause the Commodore not to move, only moves on high revs?
What do you mean only moves on high revs? Explain a little bit further, buddy. Only moves on high revs, like, as in, auto slipping, is it? Like, is it an automatic? Is your car an automatic, mate? Okay. If your car's an automatic, then the auto might be rooted. All right, we're just going to clean these and give them a spray and give them the best thing we can and then get moving. I think that one's actually...
Apparently, if we've got some riders sticking their hand out the window.
I don't think that one's going to work ever. So I might just give it a spray anyway, just because it's just in the spirit of the build, and then give it a clean and stick it in and say, officer, it was working when I left. I don't know. I'm a bit disappointed in the whole lights thing, but it goes. That's all that really matters, isn't it, guys? There's power back here. It's just all these connections, I think, that are just shot. I'm actually surprised it's got good VN tail lights in it. You know, like...
MJ Homes the same as for...
Yeah, it's not too bad, buddy. It's
Yeah, I know the windows don't work, but that's why I laugh.
it's not too bad. How are we going for numbers? We still...
Yeah, 158.
Wow. Hello everyone, how are you? All the new guys that are on board. We normally get about 60 odd on a live stream, and it's great to have some new faces along for the ride. Yeah, we're just getting things sorted. For the guys that have just joined us, we started in Proserpine this morning, and we are trying to make our way. So we've done about 100 k's so far. We had a few issues this morning getting going with charge systems and fusible links and all this sort of carry on. Okay, but we are now at the busiest super cheap in Australia that doesn't have air conditioning in there. I might turn this ignition and lights off before I flatten the battery, and I'll shut that door before that person backs into me. And then we'll put this back together and we are going to go. We're going to go and wash it. What do you reckon? We'll go and wash the car and we'll see if it gleams. I don't think it will. If this was an intelligence test, I'd be failing by far. God damn. Well, we stopped here to get the tail light working, and we stopped here to get the windows working, and so far I've fixed nothing. But it's running. I'm about to not care about this in a minute. The indicator's got to be the single element one, doesn't it? Which is that one there. Yeah. So far things are going good. We got asked this before if we were going to do any more live streams today. We probably will as the day progresses. We'll stop down the road somewhere. If we have any issues, we'll definitely keep you informed with the shit fight. I've brought my hoodie with me, so if I get locked up, we'll be right. You always got to take a hoodie with you. If you think you get any chance you're getting locked up, you got to have a hoodie, because you never know how cold it's going to be in the cells, and they're a good pillow, just in case they don't give you a pillow. Not that I've ever been locked up before, but yeah. When everything's broken and covered in crap, it makes life very hard to do anything, doesn't it? I'm starting to not care about this. Why is that? That one there goes in there. That's where it always. You know what I mean, though. Like I've always told my kids, you've got to have a hoodie with you. Like if you think you're going to get locked up, because it's cold. Like I've only been done nothing ever. Never. I've only heard rumours about other people getting in trouble. I've never been in trouble.
Hoodie is mandated, especially because here in New Zealand.
Yeah, that's it, eh? You know, we all make silly mistakes at times and have to eat baked beans and stuff. Gosh, why won't that go in there? Who wrecked my tail lights? Oh, that would have been me. Yeah, so the SV89, she needs a lot of money spent on her. I reckon I'm looking at 15 grand at least to get this thing done. Back to where she needs to be. But someone needs to save it, don't they? I've got like an SS to do as well, another project one, but I sort of like this better. The SS is in better shape than this though, but I just like the SV a bit better. I like the interior, the way it's, you know, it's got like the Calais style interior. Should never have pulled this apart. I've never had so much trouble putting a bulb in a car. Right, that's that. Oh, there we go, done. I don't think they work, but I don't actually care. We can leave the test light in there. Put that in the corner there. All right, let's hit the road, guys. Let's go wash this thing, eh? Might as well leave the test light in the boot. We don't need it rolling around in the car.
Just wire them up.
Yeah, all right, we'll do that later. We've still got hours to go of
$30.99 from Michael Dean. Go to the end.
Mate, thank you very much. Much appreciate the super chats. They help, especially on a day like today, where yeah, I know, where I thought I was going to lock my keys in the boot. Hello, Kingatow. Yep, you got a pen? Or would you like me to text it through to you? Yep, 0447 349 145. Now he's not open again till 8 o'clock in the morning, and Monday morning, because it's the weekend and he closed. Okay, so, but yeah, yep. What's 145. Yep. Awesome, no worries, thank you. Cheers, bye. Sorry guys, got to keep the doors open. Okay, that camera can go there, that's there, the pliers and that can go in the door. Start her up. I hope I didn't flatten the battery. Look at that, runs like a gem. What do you reckon? All right, let's go find a car wash. Oh, what am I sitting on? Oh, a microphone box. There you go, just wrecked that, didn't I? Okay, my phone, car wash. Does anyone on here live in Mackay? Do they know where there's a A car wash. Car wash Mackay.
Here are the listings for car wash Mackay near Mackay.
Okay, there's one in Magic Hand. No, we don't want that. Happy Ending Car Wash. Magic Hand. Magic Hand. They're all Magic Hand. Car Wash Mackay 4K is too far. Okay, we'll go this Magic Hand one. Caneland. Yeah, so grab your sunglasses. The she's not too bad inside. The motor sounds fairly crisp. I don't think anything's been done to her. It seems fairly standard. It's good when you're driving along and you can see all the lights hanging out of the roof and that from the hood liner. She's just a gem. The seats are quite nice though. It is hot in here though with no windows. Oh well, what do you do, eh? It's just... But it is manual. She goes alright. I'll put my seatbelt on. When you drive around with no number plates, it's always best to wear a seatbelt. Just so as you guys know. Just a tip there. It's like that VN Rubbers kit. You guys will use that tip. If you ever have no number plates, make sure you put your seatbelt on. What do you reckon? I almost think I might car wash Mackay. I might car wash Mackay. Car wash Mackay, I might. Car wash Headquarters Hand, Black Magic, Jeff's Detailing, Super Wash Mackay.
Okay, 2 Broadsound Road, Urley is on the way out of Mackay going to Rocky.
Alright, mad. We might do that then.
Yeah.
Alright. So, alright.
Fatso Boy says, Faster Boy, sorry, says the way we're going, it'll take another 2 days to get home.
Pretty much. 2 Broadsound Road, Orally. Alright. Yeah, well, it's all part of the adventure, mate. Like, you just gotta roll with it, you know? It's,
City Gates, there's a car wash as well, but we'll do that one at Broad.
Yep. Yep, it's in. I was just looking at other messages because I'm bloody hopeless. Alright. Is your door shut now?
No.
Yeah, she's done real well. I had a VN Calais back in the day and it was broken. It was cracked through the door here and it used to not shut the doors properly as well.
I don't think it's going to open again.
That's alright. Mine does, that's all that matters. Alright.
You're going to have to go back the way you came.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I can do that. What a weirdo car wash that is.
Peter W. Just donate $5.
Thank you very much, Peter. Legend. I see that one there. They highlight, don't they? There you go. Thank you very much, Peter. Really appreciate your donation, and it is going to go a long way to trying to get us home. Excellent. Because you can see how exit to Muller Street, exit to Victoria Street. Which way do I want to go?
Victoria Street.
Oh. I'd love to drop the clutch in here and set some car alarms off, but if I snap an axle or do an input shaft or something in here, oh geez, what are we doing? Mackay is a very busy place. Everywhere we have been today has been utter bedlam. I'm going to push in. I've got a V8, so I get to go first. And then they're crossing people. Just when I was going to be really, really ignorant. Bloody tourists. Look at that. We're golden. We're good. Sorry if that was you in that car over there. I didn't mean it.
179 are watching.
Hello everyone. Okay, so an update for everyone. We left Proserpine this morning, picked the car up, had a few minor electrical issues. One of them is we have no tail lights and indicators, which still don't work, I don't think. One indicator started working, I think, but I'll play with them a little bit later on. Again, perhaps, maybe, probably not. That was a lie. And the windows don't work. I've got power at the fuses. I've got to find time to have a look at a relay, but we will have to stop for a break at some stage. I'll probably spend that time under the dash trying to find that relay.
Melton Street to South Mackay.
Yeah, we turn at the right at the roundabout here. But yeah, other than that, the car seems to be going okay, except for the rust. Oh, how's that at the back? I don't know if you guys know what a panhard rod is, but in the back of a VN, there's to stop the diff from moving side to side, they have a thing called a panhard rod, and when you lower it, you actually have a an adjuster on there so you don't bend all the chassis and wreck the mount. There's no panhard rod in the back of this. They've used a bit of 25 by 50 box section. Is it an R33 Skyline? Yeah, it's just, I couldn't believe it when I looked underneath the back and there's this bit of box section shoved up underneath there with a, yeah. They've actually drilled it out and put a nolithane bush into just this piece of steel box section. Craziness. How's
The audio still good, everybody?
Yeah, so we've got, what is it, lunchtime now, obviously. Yeah, so we've got 900 k's to go. We may stay somewhere tonight. If we break down, we'll probably do another live feed for you guys while I cry on the side of the road and work out what I'm going to do. I definitely don't regret. What are you fucking beeping at, buddy? Some guy in a full drive. Carrying on about something.
Or he's watching the live while driving.
No, he's driving a bloody full drive, just owning the world. It's bloody hot in here, I can tell you. Wish it was the middle of summer, then we'd really know about it. But yeah, so it's only about 18 or 20 degrees today.
Have to get back to work now. Have a good day, mate. Safe trip home.
See you later, dude. Mate, thank you for joining in.
Don't breathe beep again.
No, he turned off.
Okay.
Probably crying because I've got no number plates. Not blowing smoke and that out the back, am I? No, pretty good. The motor actually runs pretty good, guys. The box is pretty tight. The clutch cable's partly seized, which doesn't make it too much of a pleasure. But it's, look at that shifter. Look at that, guys. Like, that's the shifter. There's just no movement in it. She's so tight. It's done, well, I can't tell you that because I can't read the speedo. It's done bubbles and stuff. Yeah. Look, it's going to tidy up. Like, it's rough. It's one of those things that's sat around in a yard and it's gone, and on the coast too. So it's gone well past the well past the point where if it was a normal Commodore, it just goes straight in the pile. But being a built number car, all the original kit's still on it, which is good. The interior's all here. The inserts for the seats, so the original material, will be able to reuse that. It actually has leather on the seat here, right, and then suede on the outside, which is actually really nice. And yeah, it's going to be a nice car. It just needs to be, every single piece needs to be redone. But that formula is starting to come up really well, just with the second-hand bits and pieces. This thing will need a lot of money spent on it and actually restored back to good. But you know, you got to do something with your money, eh? You can't take it with you. My kids don't like eating anyway. Like, yeah.
Where'd you pick the car up from?
Proserpine. So an hour north of Mackay. We're in Mackay now, and an hour north. A subscriber named Terry rang me after last week's live feed. Said, I've got a few cars. He had a VL up there and another VN. Both of those are quite rusty, so it's not really worth me. I am looking for a VL, but it's not worth going back up to grab that VL because it is quite rusty. Yeah, so, but yeah, he rang me and said he's got a car and he's never going to get to it. So if I was interested, we can do a deal. So yeah, I thought I was getting it cheap, but to be honest, with how rusty it is and every piece that I look at, I think it was about the money it's worth. So it's about right. I think it's yeah. It's good though. It's going to be good. It's something different. I'm looking forward to doing a restoration on it, but it is very, very rough. But what do you do? It's just one. Okay. How Have any of you guys ever taken on an extremely rusty build because it was just something you had to have?
How much did he want for the BL?
I don't know. I didn't ask, to be honest, mate. But if you are interested, just message me on my Kingatow page, and I can pass on Terry's details. And yeah, but it is in Proserpine, so it's an hour north of Mackay. So it's a fair distance up north. But if you're up north and you're looking for one, I didn't really have a good look at it because it did look rusty from the outside. He did say the boot was completely rusted out, but for someone maybe looking for a parts car with a good RB30 or something like that, no, it wasn't turbo, buddy. No, if it was turbo, it's probably worth the trip, but it was just a automatic RB white. Yeah, he's got a VN there as well. That's just nothing extra special, just an executive, but it has got Calais wheels on it, which may interest someone if someone's doing a Calais, a VN Calais.
Beck just sent me a message. Beck, can you just put it down in the chat because I couldn't see that. I'm holding the camera and trying to stay steady, so.
And I drive like an idiot.
Yeah, roundabouts. Slow down for the cars, just drive through.
It's bloody hot in here. We're just
There
going to go.
could be a hashtag.
It's bloody hot in here. We're just going to go and wash the car so it looks a little bit more presentable for the drive home. It's bad enough driving around with no number plates for 1,000 Ks, but doing it in a car that's covered in moss that looks like it's just been pulled out of a paddock because it has, is probably a little bit silly, even if I do have my hoodie with me. Yeah. Alright, here's Bunnings. I don't know, it runs good, the brakes work, the clutch seems okay. We've got brand new tyres on her, and it's going to be shiny in a minute. I don't know why it set me out the back of here. Is that a subway in there? It's got a drive-through subway. Oh no, it's telling us to go this way. Oh yeah, I was supposed to turn there. Yeah, I couldn't brake hard enough though. Must be over there. This is the one we got told to go to, so. Alright. It's in here somewhere, is it? It's telling me it's across the other side of the road. I'm almost over this too. I just want to get going. Where's the freaking car wash? This is crazy. You can't even get across here. Not real good at this navigating around Mackay carry on. Normally I'm in a truck, so I just go to a depot and then turn around and go back. What time is it? How long have we been on for?
We've been on for just a little over an hour.
Right.
We're up Boundary Road.
It's probably not the smartest thing driving around here, but yeah. Yeah, guys. Yeah, I want to get this washed and then hit the road. Not only that, we can get some air flowing through here. It is hot. I'm just dripping.
Lucky for me, I don't sweat.
Supposedly, if I do a U-E here and head back that way, that it's just back along here. You've got to love a V8 manual. This thing probably goes better than my LS Ute, to be honest. My Ute's pretty slow, my SS50. I think it's got block cats in it. That's a job coming up very soon, is an exhaust on that. the person that gave me the address for Mackay, probably screaming at me going, the car wash is just there, you dickhead, where are you going? No entry, that'd be right. Alright, here we go, car wash. Whew, tight. There we go. Okay.
Did you check all the fluids? Yes, we did.
Yeah, it doesn't have a temp gauge. I was
No,
gonna.
the fans don't work.
The fan in here, no. It works, but it sounds like the bearing's gone in it, or the box where it sits is full of leaves, so it doesn't spin. And of course, we've got music playing, which is just great. All right, guys, we're probably going to have to pull the pin there. We're going to probably pull the pin here, guys, because this music's playing. I do want to get this washed and get moving. So maybe mid-afternoon, 5 o'clock or something, we'll find somewhere and we'll stop and give you an update. How's that sound? Everyone keen for a bit of an update? Yeah, just we've got to get away from this music or they're going to pin us. So, yeah. Thank you very much for joining in. Thank you everyone for your live stream super chats. Okay, that's going to help us greatly with getting home. And yeah, like, subscribe, share. See you around 4 or 5 o'clock. See you. Bye.